Well, that same year, 1994, he got shot 18 times in a dice game.
Shit went down. You know what I'm saying? I was in the street. I had beef, so a lot of people that was out there, they knew what was happening. You feel me? When they seen the person that I was beefing with, motherfucker yelled, tried to give me a warning, but it was too late. You know, that's what happened. I got shot in the leg. I got shot all over my fucking body.
How many times did you get shot?
18.
18 times.
18, yeah. I could show you every motherfucking mark. I got shot legs, my fucking side, my chest, you heard me? The back of my back, you heard me? My arm, basically, if you pull my shirt up right here, I got shot 5 times right here. You know what I'm saying? This arm right here, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a tiger that's ripped through that bitch. I still had my arm though for like 12 days.
The streets can be unforgiving. Alliances are tested, and betrayals lurk around every corner. Today, we dive into a shocking story involving Terrance Gangsta Williams and OG Boobie Black, a tale of survival, rivalry, and betrayal. Boobie. Black was shot 18 times in a dice game, but the real story goes deeper. Was this just another random attack, or was there something more at play? Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind this deadly encounter. 1994. It was a dangerous time, and the streets were always on edge. OG Boobie Black had earned respect, but with that respect came enemies. That year, a dice game turned deadly, leaving Boobie Black shot 18 times. But this wasn't just a random act of violence. This was deeply personal. Today, we dive into how Terrance Gangsta Williams became tangled in the events that would change their lives forever.
Did you guys hear about that situation?
I was right. All right, this what happened. Because I'm tied to that. And see what Boobie and them try to do, like I always say, you can hide history, but you can't erase it. So my thing was, we had a beef going on in the project. I had got hit up, and then this other, Funky Four, he got hit up. We both out the same project, on the same side of the project, right? So now we in the hospital. OG Boobie Black and Killer Stone come to visit Funky Four.
Okay.
They come for me, but they went to go visit this Funky Four at our project. George and Norris, out of his project, came to see me. But they was going to check on Funky Four too because his cousin Lad and Funky Four run together. When Boobie and Killer Stone left out the room for me, they was going downstairs to go do something. They go into the elevator. The elevator opened. The 2 guys out the mouth, and they up the guns. My mother come on, y'all stop, because they all of them knew my mother. So they put the gun, they stopped. So it was tension then. So this old hitman, he deceased named Derek Hubble, he went on the 4th floors, on the children's floor, stole a chair, brought it down in my room and to sleep next to me with his gun.
Terrance Williams recalls the moment when Boobie Black found himself in the crosshairs. Despite a warning, Boobie remained in a dangerous position. The dice game quickly escalated, and in a shocking turn of events, Boobie was shot 18 times. The question remains, why was Boobie Black targeted, and how did Terrance's involvement change the outcome? Miraculously, Boobie Black survived the brutal attack. He had been shot multiple times, including in his arm and chest. But his fight for survival wasn't just physical. Mentally, it was a challenge. Boobie, who had once been a symbol of power in the streets, now faced life-changing consequences. But even with his arm nearly lost, Boobie Black's resilience shone through.
Because I was like, okay, it's a lot of crosses that was strong because it was a hit placed out on Boobie. And they wanted me to set Boobie up because, remember I shot the boy around the tent wall? Out the tent wall around Club 49, right? So the mill felt like because they aided me in shooting a opera hours that they could come in my project and thought I would set up OG Boobie Black. So I told OG Boobie Black, I said, boy, they back and they trying to get you. All right, so OG Boobie Black, Big G, Mosquito, they got Mac 90, Mac 11, and a 9mm Glide. Never forget this.
You said Soulja Slim was there too.
I don't remember Soulja Slim being out there this day, but if he want to put Soulja Slim there, all right, I don't gonna argue that. But what I will say is this, I had a Mac 11. I gave Boobie my gun, because I had been hit up. So when I come from off Mac, I come up 6th court. The courtyard just like, all right, this say the courtyard, this 6th court, this Clara court, and we got what you call a circle right here in the middle. I'm coming up this courtyard, and when you turn right, say if you make a little turn right here, it's like an element of surprise.
But the story doesn't end with just the shooting. Terrance Williams claims that this wasn't just a random attack, it was part of a deeper conspiracy. There were whispers of a plot to take down Boobie Black, and some of the people close to them may have been involved. Was Boobie set up by those he trusted? Terrance Williams says the answer is yes. As the story continues to unfold, it becomes clear that the shooting wasn't just about a dice game gone wrong. There was a power struggle at play, a series of alliances and betrayals that would later define their fates. Terrance Williams speaks out, revealing how Boobie was targeted and how his own past involvement in shootings may have made him a target.
Like, you can't see me if I spin this building, if I come around the building, like I could get you, right? So there's 3 hallways, 3 porches on each side of the courtyard. So Boobie, OG Boobie Black, I remember Law out there, I remember Skiboo out there. They were shooting dice on the porch. So when I come around, I said, why y'all right here, man? Y'all go in the middle of the courtyard because somebody come around, they can spin, because we beefing right now. It's hot and heavy right now with guys, not only our project, but off the same side of the project, the same block, actually. So I'm like, man, y'all gotta be careful. I said, Boobie, where my gun at? He said, Law guy. I said, Law guy, what'd you get Law my gun for? I said, Law, where the gun at? Oh, it's in the hallway. We got, in the hallway, had this little utility shade, little utility box thing where you can open it, gets the fuel. He got the gun hid in there. So I guess, the police curly hair, blue eye, to run there in the courtyard, so I guess he didn't want to get caught with the gun. So I said, man, you get the gun. So Law went and got the gun, Boobie took the gun and put it in his waist. I go home. All right, when they try to take me out the game, so my lungs collapsed, I had 30-something staples in my stomach. So that was in July. I got shot up in August. So now, they had a colostomy bag on and my stomach was open, and the doctor was letting, well, you might not know, but they'll let it close from the inside out.
In a world where trust is fleeting, who can you really rely on? For Boobie Black, the fallout of that night was more than just physical injury. It was emotional and psychological. After surviving the shooting, Boobie had to navigate the tension in his inner circle. Who was really on his side, and who might have been plotting his downfall? Despite everything, Boobie Black rose from the ashes, returning to the streets he once ruled. His resilience became an inspiration to many, but it also led to more questions. Was Boobie truly the same after the shooting, or had he changed? Some saw him as a hero, others as just another player caught up in street politics.
Like that, they didn't staple it back up, they left it warm. So my mother used to have to bandage me, put the gauze in and all that. So I go home, get in the tub, I'm on the bed, my mother bandaging me up. I hear blah, blah, blah. I said, Mom, that's that Mac, that's Boobie getting off with that Mac. I called Killer Stonehouse, his little sister Kawan, she's deceased now, she's hollering, oh, they killed Boobie, they didn't kill, what? I said, so I go around there, pulled the ambulance and took him there. We went to the hospital. They had his arm laying out. It still was attached to his body at this time. We went to the hospital to see him and stuff. And then when I went home, I went by Killer Stone, I got the gun. They had the bullet still lodged in the gun. So when the 2 guys spent the building to hit Boobie up, when it was hitting him up, when he fell, he reached, and when they saw him pulling the Mac 11 out, they shot the gun, and that scared them, and that made them back off him.
While Boobie faced the physical scars, the emotional weight was even heavier. He lost an arm, but his pride never faltered. Despite being faced with depression and the trauma of the attack, Boobie fought to remain strong. Could you ever come back from something like this? Would you still have the strength to keep going? For Boobie, the answer was clear. The story of Boobie Black and Terrance Gangsta Williams is far from over. As time goes on, both men have left their mark on the streets, on hip-hop, and in the hearts of their fans. But the question remains, who really won in the battle for survival? Is it the man who walked away with his life, or the one who lived to tell the story? The truth behind the shooting of OG Boobie Black is still being written. From survival to betrayal, these 2 men have lived a life that many can only imagine. As long as the story remains, the truth will continue to surface, piece by piece. Stay tuned, because this is only the beginning of a saga that won't be forgotten.